Okay. All right, guys. Um, let's begin today's class. So sorry for the delay. All right. So in today's class, we will be talking about Facebook ads targeting 101, and of course, it's going to be done by me, Digital J. Now, this Facebook ads targeting 101, it's basically going to be the basics, okay? Because most persons actually find it difficult when it comes to Facebook ads targeting, and it is very important. Okay, it is very, very important. Aside from your creatives, if you want to have a successful ad campaign, your targeting needs to be on point. Okay, so without any further ado, let's jump into it, right? Okay. Now, what is Facebook ads targeting? First of all, what is ads targeting? Not just on Facebook, there are so many platforms that you can run ads on. There's YouTube, there's TikTok, there's Instagram, there's Google, understand? So there are so many platforms that you can run ads on. Okay, so when it comes to ads targeting, it is not just limited to Facebook alone, understand? So, but what is ads targeting? So ads targeting is the process of defining specific audience to show your ads to on Facebook or any other advertising platform. What it simply means is that ads targeting simply means you are telling Facebook, this is who I want you to show my ads to, or let's say you are telling YouTube, this is the kind of persons I want you to show my ads to. These are the set of persons I want you to show my ads to. Understand? That is basically what ads targeting means in the simplest form. Understand? So why is it important? Now, ads targeting is important because it helps you to reach the right people, okay, connect with those most likely to be interested in your product or service. You, of course, you don't want to run ads and then show your product or services to people that will not be interested in what you are buying or in what you are selling rather. Understand? So you want to show your ads to people that are interested in your product or are interested in your service. So another reason why it is important is to maximize ROI. What does that mean? It simply means return on investment. For most of you that don't know, running ads is actually an investment. Understand? It's an investment. That is why I always tell people, do not be afraid to spend on ads. As long as you know what you are doing, spend on it, because in the long run, it is going to pay you back. Understand? So one importance of targeting is it helps you to avoid wasting ad spend on irrelevant audiences, meaning it will help you to avoid wasting money to show your product or services to people that will not be interested in it. Understand? Another importance is that it also improve ad performance, meaning higher relevance leads. Okay, higher relevance leads to better engagement, lower costs, and more conversions. So when people that are interested in your product or your services sees your ads, they are going to engage in your ads, okay, which can in turn lead to lower costs and more conversions. You see, so that is why it is important to, understand targeting. Very, very important. Now, basically, in today's class, I'll be talking about three types of targeting. We have the broad targeting, we have the interest-based targeting, and we have the narrow targeting. So let's start with broad targeting. Okay. So this is the part where you want to take this is the part where you want to take out a pen and start to jot down. Okay. So for broad targeting, what is broad targeting? Broad targeting simply means targeting a wide audience with minimal or no specific interest or behavioral constraints. What does that mean? It means that you're not targeting people based on what they like. You are not targeting people based on what they're interested in. You are not targeting people based on how they behave. You are basically targeting these persons based on location and age. It's as simple as that. That's why it is called broad targeting, because at targeting persons, you are targeting these people based on location and based on age. So let's say that you are selling let's say you are selling fashion wears like shoes, dress, clothes, and the rest, and then you want to do broad targeting. There is really no need for you to start picking interest. Understand? If you want to do broad targeting, what you simply do is target these persons based on location, based on age. Target the location that you feel have the buying power to purchase what you are selling, and target the age range that will be interested in what you are selling and can afford what you are selling. So that's basically broad targeting. You are targeting based on location and based on age. Okay. Now, since you are not basically targeting based on interest, okay, based on how people behave, Facebook will have to do the heavy work for you. Understand? Facebook will have to be done to find the people that will be interested in this your service, find the people that will be interested in this your product, because you will not be putting any interest. You are just going to target broad based on location, based on age. So let's say you want to target broad and then you pick a location like Lagos, and then you are selling fashion wears. What you are basically telling Facebook is that, Facebook, the location I want is Lagos, right? The age ranges, let's say from 20 to 50. Okay. You be the one to choose the persons that will be interested in this my ads, that will be interested in this my services and products. Okay. That is basically what is going to happen when you do broad targeting. And also, when you do broad targeting, your creatives also matters a lot. Since you're not putting any interest, since you're not doing the targeting based on interest, right? Your creatives need to be what's the word now? Your creative need to be able to pass the message across efficiently. Understand? Since you are doing broad targeting, because you will not be targeting based on interest, your creatives, whether video or image, should be able to pass the message across to the audience efficiently. So that once they look at it, they can tell, is this for me or is this not for me? That is very, very important. Okay. And that's why most persons, they just end up wasting money, because they are doing broad targeting, and then your creatives, your videos, your images don't pass the message across to the audience efficiently. So you need to check out for your creatives, especially if you are doing broad targeting. All right. Okay, so if you are new to this channel, kindly subscribe and turn on the notification bell, okay, for further videos. Right, please don't, please, it is very important. It is going to encourage me to actually drop more videos for free on this my channel. So if you are new to this channel, click on the subscribe button and turn on notification. So let's continue. Now, advantages of broad targeting. Now, before I proceed, when it comes to targeting, anything that has advantages obviously has disadvantages. That is just how it works. Okay, that's just how it works. Now, advantages of broad targeting. One, it often leads to lower CPMs due to larger audience size. Now, what what does this mean now? Lower CPMs. CPM simply means cost per 1,000 impressions. How much Facebook is charging you to show your ads to 1,000 persons. Now, since you are doing broad targeting, meaning you are going to have a large audience size, because you are not restricting your ads to interest, you are not restricting your ads by behaviors, you are targeting solely based on location and based on age. So you are going to have a large audience size, and that is going to lead to, and that often leads to low cost per 1,000 impressions, which will directly affect your cost per result, your cost per messaging, your cost per website visit, or whatever. It is going to affect it. Understand? So most times when you do broad targeting, you have most times you have low cost per result, and you have a lower cost per 1,000 impressions. Okay. Now, another advantage is that broad targeting actually allows Facebook to uncover unexpected audiences that converts well. Understand? So um so, like I said, it allows Facebook to uncover unexpected audiences that convert well. So when you are running ads using broad targeting, you are like I said before, you are basically telling Facebook to to do the work for you to find these persons that will be interested in your product, in your services. Understand? So by so doing, Facebook might actually uncover a new set of persons that you wouldn't even have even thought that these persons would be interested in your product or in your services. So that is one of the advantage of using broad targeting. Okay, it helps Facebook to uncover new audiences for you that will convert well. Okay. Now, broad targeting is also ideal for new campaigns, products with a wide appeal, such as finance, health, and probably fashion. Yeah, because um, fashion is also broad. Understand? So what this means is that when you are running ads on products or on campaigns, or you are running ads for services that are related to health, related to make money online, related to fashion, it works very well. Do you know why? Because almost everybody wants, not almost everybody on this planet Earth wants to make money. Everybody on this planet Earth wants to live long, and everybody on this planet Earth wants to look good. So when you are running a campaign, or when you are promoting products that falls within that range, within finance, within health, just use broad targeting, and it works. Yeah, it works. 80% of the time it works. If you are promoting something that has to do with make money online, like all this affiliate stuff, internet stuff, understand, just do broad targeting. There's really no need to do interest, and you see how it's going to work fine. It works very well. Why? Because so many persons wants to make money online, so many persons wants to live long. Not everybody wants to live long and everybody wants to make money online. Everybody wants to look good. And so when your products or services appeals to the to a wide audience, then use broad targeting. It is going to work perfectly for you. Okay, so like I said, anything that has advantage has disadvantage. So disadvantages of using broad targeting. One, Initial ad spend initial ad spend might be higher as the algorithm learns usually within 3 days. Now, remember that I told you that Facebook is going to do the work for you. Facebook is going to be the one to actually find out which persons within this location and within this age range will actually be interested in your services or in your products or in your offers. Understand? So, since Facebook is the one doing the work for you, within the first 3 days of launching the ad, within the learning phase of the ad, because the first 3 days of the ads is actually called learning phase. Yes. Within the first 2 days of launching the ads, Facebook will Facebook will struggle to actually find the people that will be interested in your products or services, and um that will lead to an initial high cost per result or ICPM initially. Why? Because Facebook is actually struggling, or Facebook is actually trying to know, okay, which persons will actually be interested in this, which persons you get, because you are not doing anything interest. You are just saying, Facebook, this is the location, this is the age range. Find the people for me that will be interested in this my services and in this my product. So you are basically giving Facebook the work to do. So and during the first 3 days, which is the learning phase of the ad, the initial ad spend might be higher than normal. Then another disadvantage is less control over less control over who sees your ads, yeah, initially during the learning phase. Now, like I said, doing broad targeting, you are basically not doing any keyword targeting. You are basically not doing any interest targeting. So everybody within that location, within that age range, is going to be seeing your ads. Understand? Everybody is going to be seeing your ads. So you will not have any initial control, okay, over your ads within the first 3 days, and that is why I said your creatives needs to be able to pass the message efficiently, so that once somebody looks at the ad, the person can tell, is this ad for me or is not for me. So, and the person can swipe instantly if the message is not for him or her. Understand? Because it's broad targeting. Everybody, most persons will see your ads. Understand? So, and not to waste money, your creative will need to pass the message across to them efficiently, so that people that are not just scrolling around will just click on your ads. No. So, so so that's basically just it. Within the first 3 days, you will have less control over your ads, okay, because you are doing broad targeting. It's still the same thing. May result in showing ads to some irrelevant users in the early stages, because you don't have any control over your ads. Your ads might be shown to people that might not really be interested. So might just click on your ads because they just feel as if, okay, the picture is nice, the picture is fine, the video is fine. By so doing, they are wasting your money, and you too, you are also wasting money too. But all this happens in the early stages of the ads, during the learning phase, because Facebook is still struggling to actually find the perfect audience for your services or for your product. Okay, so when do you actually use this broad targeting? Now, you use broad targeting when you have a large budget and you are willing to let the algorithm optimize for better results for you. Understand? So basically, if you have large budget, if you have the money to spend, then you can use broad targeting, so that Facebook can actually find the perfect audience for your products or for your services or for your offers. Either way, you also use it when your product or services, okay, you also use it for products or services with mass appeal. I keep saying this. If you're promoting something like um affiliate stuff, something like make money online stuff, something relating to health, use broad targeting, because this is something that every human being wants. Every human being wants to make money. Every human being wants to live long and live a healthy life. Understand? These two things are things that everybody wants. Understand? Everybody wants. So you can actually use that So you can actually use broad targeting when you are promoting these two um stuff, put money or health, because everybody wants to make money, everybody wants to live long. Now, you also use broad targeting when you have a proper funnel to filter or qualify your leads. Now, this is very important. Let me explain. Now, let's say that you are running ads. Okay, you're running ads to your WhatsApp DM, right? You're running ads to your WhatsApp DM, and then you are selling something related to, let's say, fashion, something fashion, or let's say some. Okay, so let me use something like make money online. Yeah, so let's say that you are selling an ebook, okay, that teaches people how to make money online, right? Okay, and then you are using broad targeting, okay, and your funnel is from Facebook to WhatsApp, or from Instagram to WhatsApp, or from YouTube to WhatsApp. Either way, either one. Okay. Now, when you are using broad targeting for that kind of ads, since there is no proper funnel to actually filter these leads, so many persons would want to come in, especially if it's related to something like money, something related to health. So many persons would want to message you, would want to click on your ads, even if let's say, even if they cannot afford what you're selling, even if they cannot afford the offer, they will still want to come to your DM, they will still want to click on your ad. Why? Because you are using broad targeting. Understand? And why? Because you don't have a proper funnel to filter out these leads. Now, let's say that, now assuming that, let's say you're actually selling an ebook, okay, um related to how to make money online, okay, and then your funnel is from Facebook to your landing page, from your landing page to your WhatsApp DM, okay, that will help you to filter out persons that are not serious in the first place. Because once they go from Facebook to your landing page, they can then they will not like go to your landing page and see and read more about your book. Okay, so if it is something that they want, they will proceed to your WhatsApp DM. Understand? But if it's something that they are not interested in, they'll just jump off. They'll just drop off and fall off at that point in the funnel. Understand? So by so doing, it will help you to filter out unserious people, unserious leads, especially if you are using broad targeting. Yeah, that's why most times when you are using broad targeting, you attract so many unserious people, because there is no proper funnel to actually filter them out in the first place. So let's go to the second one, which is interest-based targeting. So if you're actually following me, just drop a comment in the comment section. You can drop an emoji just so we know that you're actually following and you're understanding what I'm teaching. So the next one is interest-based targeting. Remember, I said we have two types of targeting. We have broad targeting, we have interest-based targeting, and we have narrow targeting. So for interest-based targeting, what is interest-based targeting? Interest-based targeting simply means, in simple terms, you are targeting people based on what they're interested in. You are targeting people based on their behaviors. Okay. So let's say that you want to run ads. You are running ads for your fashion brand. Let's say you are selling clothes, you are selling jewelries. Understand? You can target people based on what they're interested in. You can go to your targeting section and then put in keywords like fashion, jewelries, accessories, just like that, to target these persons. And so interest-based targeting is a little more specific than broad targeting. You are the one telling Facebook that, okay, these are the kind of persons I want you to show my ads to. Understand? So it is not like broad targeting where you leave the targeting to Facebook to do for you. No, for interest-based targeting, you are the one you are telling Facebook that Facebook show my ads to this kind of persons, show my ads to people that are interested in wristwatches, in fashion, in shoes, and all of that. Now, so that's for that. So advantages of interest-based targeting. Number one, highly relevant audience. Which users already interested in your products or services. It means that your ads will only show to people that are actually interested in what you are selling. So like I said, it is not like bot targeting that Facebook is going to actually do the work for you, do the targeting for you. No, you will be the one to actually tell Facebook that Facebook, see, target this set of persons, target these persons, target people that are interested in, target this person that are interested in jewelries, in fashion, in shoemaking, in whatever. Understand? So that will directly affect your cost per click, affect your CPM, understand, affect your conversion rate, because these persons are already interested in your product or in your services. Why? Because you are targeting based on interest, unlike when you are doing broad targeting. So for the disadvantages, like I said earlier, whatever has advantages has disadvantages. So for the disadvantages, audience size limitations. Niche interests might have smaller audiences, limiting scale. Now, unlike broad targeting, you won't do any form of interest targeting. You won't put any keywords. You are just targeting these persons based on location and age. For interest targeting, you will be targeting based on keywords, okay, based on what people are interested in, based on niches. Yeah, based on niches. So if you are targeting a niche that is very small, that is not common, that is not broad, understand? If you are targeting a small niche, it can actually affect your ads, understand? Especially if that niche is very competitive. Oh, especially if that niche is very competitive. Oh, I'm sorry. Your what's it called? Your cost per result is going to be high. That is something most persons don't understand. When you are targeting a very competitive niche, okay, the competition in that niche is very strong. It is going to affect your cost per result. It is going to affect the performance of your ads, especially if your budget is small. Now, let's say um that I want to run ads for a fashion brand, or I want to sell my fashion wears, my clothes, shoes, jewelries online, understand? And then I have a friend also that is also running ads for that same or running ads in that same niche, in that same fashion niche. Okay. My friend is willing to spend 10,000 per day on the ads. Me, I am only willing to spend 2,500 per day on the ads. Who do you think Facebook is going to put first? My friend, of course, because he has a higher budget. So when you know that you are in a competitive niche, if you cannot increase your budget, make sure that your creatives are on point. Make sure that your creatives are eye-catching. Make sure that your creatives are engaging. So that is going to help you in the long run, especially if you are running ads in a competitive niche. Okay. If you cannot spend heavily on the ads, then what you can do is you can make your creatives or videos or images, make them look eye-catching, make them look more engaging, and you'll be fine, right? Now, when do you actually use interest-based targeting? When you have a well-defined customer avatar and understand their interest. So you use interest-based targeting when you know who your customer is. When you know, okay, my customer is interested in so. My customer is interested in jewelries, in watches, you have done a proper research on your customer. You have your customer avatar. Understand? That is when you use interest-based targeting. When you deeply understand the pain points of your customer, you deeply understand what your customer needs, you deeply understand who your customer is. That is when you use interest-based targeting. That is when you start targeting people based on what they're interested in. You also use interest-based targeting for business with limited budgets that needs to maximize relevance. Understand? So if you don't have enough budget to go broad, you can actually do you can basically do interest-based targeting. Understand? If you don't have enough money, if you don't have enough budget to go broad, just do interest-based targeting and you'll still get results from it. So if you have any questions so far, feel free to drop it in the comments section. Feel free to drop it in the comment section. So the next one is narrow-based targeting. What is narrow targeting? Now, narrow targeting, it is the type of targeting that combines multiple targeting parameters, demographics, interests, behaviors, using and logic to create a highly specific and refined audience. In simple terms, let me break this down to the simplest form that I can. What narrow targeting simply means is when you are targeting your audience, okay, using two layers of interest. Perfect. That is a perfect way to explain it. When you are targeting these persons using two layers of interest. Now, let's say I want to go and ask for my fashion brand. I don't know why I just like using fashion brand, but let's just go with that. Okay, so let's say that I want to go and ask for my fashion brand, right? Okay, now I don't just want people that are interested in fashion. I want people that can actually afford to buy what I am selling. Understand? So I don't just speak interest based on fashion. I will then narrow it down. Once I have picked the interest based on fashion, I have picked keywords like fashion, um, jewelries, accessories, luxury, just like that. Once I have picked those keywords, I will then narrow it down by another interest, such as engaged shoppers. Because I don't just want people that are interested in what I'm selling, I also want people that have the buying capacity to buy what I am selling. Understand? So that is basically what narrow-based targeting is. It means you are using two layers of interest to target these customers, to target these persons. So that's basically what narrow-based targeting is. Okay, so before I continue, if you need my expertise on running ads, you can reach out to me via WhatsApp. That's my WhatsApp number 0807-107-8713. That's my WhatsApp number. On Instagram, you can actually reach out to me at digitaljAgency_. So you can take a screenshot of this so you would not miss out. So let's continue. Now, for now targeting, it allows you to reach a very precise segment of users who meet all specified criteria. It means that you are going to be reaching out to a very specific set of persons, a very specific set of users. Understand? Because you don't just want people that are interested in what you're selling. You want people that are interested in what you're selling and also have the buying capacity to buy what you're selling. Understand? So you will be reaching out to a very specific set of persons, okay, a very specific set of audience. Understand? Now, advantages. Anything that has has disadvantage. But first, let's go to the advantage. Advantage, highly qualified leads. Reach users who are most likely to convert due to extreme relevance. Listen, due to extreme relevance, meaning based on based on the layers of interest that you have selected, okay, you will be reaching out to people that they are going to convert because of the kind of targeting that you have done. You have narrowed your targeting. That, see, Facebook, the kind of persons I want, I am very, very specific. Now this kind of person I want, understand, because of the layers of targeting that I've put. You don't just want people that are interested in what you're buying or in what you're selling. You also want people that have the buying capacity, understand. So yeah, so you are going to be reaching out to people that are most likely to convert. 70% conversion because of your targeting. So another advantage is um maximizes return on investment due to precise targeting. Like I explained earlier, ads is actually a form of investment. Understand? Ads is a form of investment because you're going to get your money back if everything is done correctly, if everything is done right. Okay. Now, another advantage is that it is ideal for high value products or services with a specific customer profile. So you don't just wake up one morning and then just do narrow targeting because you feel like doing it. No, you do narrow targeting when you know that, see, when you are selling high ticket products, you are selling high value service, you are selling high value products, understand? That is when you use I am sorry, that is when you use narrow targeting most times. When you are doing when you are selling products, services that are very expensive, understand? Let's say for instance like real estate, real estate, exactly. Real estate is a very good example. When you are selling something like real estate, understand, you are selling lands, properties, you can do narrow targeting because you don't just want any kind of persons to come to your DM. You want people that that have the buying capacity. Understand? So disadvantages: small audience size can severely limit the reach of your ads. Yes, of course, the audience size is going to be very small because you are being extra specific of the kind of persons you want to actually see your ads. Understand? You are narrowing down your message. You are narrowing down your ads to a specific set of persons because of the layers of interest that you have put on the ads. So, of course, it is going to be small size. You are going to have a small audience size. It is not the kind of ads that you will be able to run for months. No, because the audience size is very small. So, higher CPMs, higher cost per 1,000 impressions. Due to the specificity, the cost per impression can be higher. It is not can, it will be higher. It will be higher because you are being specific of the kind of persons you want to see your ads. You are being specific of the kind of persons you want to see your ads. Understand? The the cost per impression is going to be higher, which will directly affect your cost per result or your cost per message. Understand? So now targeting also requires deep understanding of your ideal customer. Don't just you don't just wake up one morning and then just do narrow targeting. No, you have to deeply understand who your customer is. Understand? You have to do your research properly. It is very important. You have your research properly. Aside from targeting, most persons feel as if, oh, ads is just something that you just wake up one morning and then you just won't know. Majority of the work is done not on your ads manager self. Majority of the work is done outside your ads manager. What do I mean? Before you come and say, I want to use this money to run ads, you have to properly do your research. What is the language of this my audience? How do they react to messages? How can I get to them? How can I make sure that this is my ads? How can I make sure that this is my image, or that this my video works perfectly for them? And you need to ask yourself those deep questions. You need to do the research, and it is very important. Research now, it is very, very important. That is why most persons, their ads don't really work out for them, and then they'll start saying that, oh, ads doesn't work. Ads work. It is just you did not do your homework. You did not do enough research before coming to run the ads. Understand? You did not do that research. You need to do that research. It is very important, very, very important. You cannot just wake up one morning and say, oh, I just want to run ads. No, take your time, plan your content, plan your creatives, plan your script, plan 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 before you come to your ads manager to want to run your ads. Make sure that you have done your research, make sure that you have done your homework properly before you come to your ads manager to say, okay, I want to run ads, I want to launch this campaign. So that's very important. So when do you use it? You use it for high ticket items or niche products, like I have explained. High ticket products, like, let's say you're selling land, or you're selling a course that is worth 50K, 100K online. Yeah, so that's basically when you use now targeting. You also use it when you have a limited budget and need to ensure every naira is spent effectively. Okay, so what it means is that you use now targeting. When you do now targeting, and um let's say that you're running the ads to your WhatsApp GM, right? Once someone messages you from that your ad, you make sure that that one person you make sure that that one person converts. Understand? Because you have done a specific, you have done a detailed targeting. So anybody that comes to your DM, anybody that sees the ad and then clicks on it and then goes to your funnel and then lands at the end of your funnel, it means that that person is like 70% converted already. So you must, it is now left for you now to do the follow-up, to do the work, to make sure that that person that have seen you and that person that has gotten to the end of the funnel through that you now targeting pays or buys whatever you are selling or whatever you are doing or whatever offers you stand. So that is just it. So when you have a tight budget or a limited budget and you want to make sure that every naira is spent effectively, use now targeting. Especially if you are selling high ticket products or high ticket offers, use now targeting. It works fine. So conclusion, make sure you do your research properly and always test. Yeah, always test. When it comes to Facebook, I believe that there's nothing like Facebook ads experts. No, there isn't. I honestly believe that there's nothing like Facebook ads expert. Why? Because things are changing every day. New things are coming up every day. Understand? So every day you need to be keeping yourself updated. Every day you need to learn. Understand? So if you want to run ads with any of these boards, with any of these targeting methods, I will advise you that you test. First of all, test. Don't just conclude that, okay, this one is going to work well for me, this one is going to work well for me. Try to test. Try to test between broad targeting and try to test between interest-based targeting to see which one works well for you. Then you can scale up the ads, and then you can ride on with the one that works best for you. Okay, don't just conclude. Try to test. Very important. Test and make sure that you do your research properly. Very, very important. All right, so guys, thank you for joining me in this live. I hope you have learned something important about Facebook ads targeting. If you basically have any issues, you can reach out to me on the WhatsApp number that I dropped earlier. Okay, so that's it for tonight. Until next time. Oh, don't forget to subscribe and turn on your notification button, because I will be dropping videos, important videos relating to ads, not just ads, videos on how to sell your products, how to sell your services better and faster. All right, so guys, till next time.